Next topic on board for us is schools. This is what a New York op-ed has to say about the women and men, the parents who have been showing up at school boards. He's like, I'm not buying it. You guys don't really care about kids. Here's what he said in his op-ed. He said, with all due respect to the men and women who snarl, I'm your taxpayer, you work for me. No, I don't work for you. I was elected by people who voted to represent you. It is not the same thing. And with all due respect to the parents who make the pretentious statements phrased as a foregone question, don't parents always know what's best for their child? The answer is no, we don't. Nevertheless, if you are offended because I don't believe parents are infallible, you can always sue or take your child out of school. Your choice. Wow. So you thought that maybe some of these school board members were getting the message that parents want to be more involved, that they believe it's their right to know what their children are being taught, that they no longer want to be called domestic terrorists by their school board and by the Biden administration. But some school board members, Joey, are saying, no, we're still in charge.
You know, the real irony here is I have people in my family that are teachers, and one of the biggest problems they've had over the last 10 years is how much parents have checked out. That, you know, we're all working so many hours a day, and we have tablets and cell phones. And here we are in an opportunity to get parents re-engaged, passionate again about their child's education. And you have school board members like this who are so pompous and arrogant and really, quite frankly, stupid to think they're going to tell parents they're not going to be engaged in their child's education or have something to contribute and make a decision. You were elected, and you know what? You can also be elected right out of that office, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, we can only hope. We can only hope, Joey, that there's that type of accountability at the end of these stories. Nicole Neely, she's a parent. She's part of Parents Defending Education. She's the president of that organization. She spoke to Fox News Digital. She said far too many elected officials have shown over the past 2 years that the consent of the governed is little more than an inconvenient speed bump on the road to advancing their unpopular agendas. Mocking and dismissing the concerns of the community may be cathartic for petty dictators, but it's not a path to electoral success, to Joey's point. Let's hope that's the case.